fast.
That's a whole other conversation too.
But you guys got good really fast.
Thank you. You want to know about that? So this is also something that I battle with. I sometimes, and I said this numerous times in numerous interviews, I get in my own head and I psych myself out and I tell myself I cannot do it. A lot. Especially if I'm going through depression, anxiety, all of that. Oh,
makes it worse.
I'm not. So Kirk was like, okay, we need to step it up a bit. Now, what are we gonna do different? He said you should get a green screen because he want to try and do graphics on a green screen. Yeah. No, I don't want to use a green screen. What I'm doing is okay right now. I don't want to use a green screen because I don't know how. And no,
in your mind, when you make the move to green screen, do you also? Because this is where I would go with it mentally. Is I would go no because then I have to take it seriously.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because now if we step the production up, and I've done it.
Yeah.
I go, now I can't back out.
Yes.
Now I'm on the hook to produce something worth watching.
Yes.
And I have to be not careful but conscious.
Yes. And now I'm going to say it and I'll be so honest. I'm afraid that more people are going to now like it and be more, I guess.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, become more popular because of that. I was afraid of that.
Afraid of being
too big or becoming too popular because
it's common. It's common, but why would you feel that way?
Because I'm not comfortable around groups of people. I'm not comfortable around receiving a lot of attention and all of that stuff. I'm not. I'm learning to, but legit, when people comment on the post and say nice things to me and I say thank you, I appreciate you very much, that comes from the heart. Like I literally feel that way because in my mind and in my heart I'm just doing stuff like and every time somebody says something or groups of people flock towards me, it's like oh my gosh, really? I've always been this humble person, even winning all these competitions as a teenager, all of this stuff. And I think that's one reason also why I joined the Army, to be honest. Because right before I joined the Army and went to college. No, I was in college then. I opened for Neo.
Oh, nice.
He was just becoming Neo.
Yeah.
And he came down and he did a concert in the Virgin Islands and I opened for him. And I was like, oh, snap. Like, I'm opening for Neo.
You're doing it.
But in the back of my head, I'm like, but I don't want to be this famous person.
Isn't that such a weird thing? And I can relate because as a dancer, it's weird. And dancers are normally like in the back anyway.
Yeah.
But it's weird. It's such a contradictory thing, right?
It is.
Because you're a performer, you love performing, you're great at performing, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to get too good.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to get too appreciated, but I love doing what I do.
I love doing what I do, yeah.
And if the more you love it, the better you are at it, the more you're going to get something that makes you uncomfortable.
So that's what happened with the green screen. And he was right. The green screen took the show to a whole... Well, before I say that. Yeah. So I ordered the green screen and... you could ask him. I'm not lying to you. The Amazon box sat down at the front door for 4 weeks.
Weeks? I was about to say days.
No.
That's a month. Don't say 4 weeks. Just say a month.
Okay, for a whole month. The whole summer, it sat there, and I did not take it out of the box because I was so
Please
scared.
tell me you didn't see it.
No, I picked it up from the front porch.
You're walking over the box every day?
Well, it was right there by the door. Yes, literally every day.
You're like nobody stole it.
Well, no, it was inside the house. It was inside the house, but it was at the front door inside the house.
Funny.
And I never, because the studio room is upstairs, so I never took it out of the box.
Oh, is that what you guys do? I know.
Yeah.
I have an idea what your house looks like, probably.
Yeah.
But that's so crazy.
So I never took it out of the box. And eventually... He talked me into it and was like, we're going to do a green screen for this new season. So I took it out of the box and I put it up and I recorded the whole back to school episode
Is that the first one?
That was the first
I'll go
one
back and see it.
on the green screen. The whole back to school episode, I recorded it. And then when I sent it to him, he couldn't figure out how to because
He had a month to figure it out.
Yeah, but he could because one it wasn't straight enough, like stretched.
Oh, so you were getting
tight
wrinkles
enough.
and you were getting the
And
different
a few wrinkles,
the shadows in there, so it's hard to key it out.
And then I was too close to the back, too close to
The
it.
shadows hitting.
The shadow was hidden too.
I act like I know what I'm talking about.
So I sent him it, and he tried for like 2 weeks to.
It's hard.
but he couldn't. So he was like, "You have to record the whole thing over again." So we tried. Well, I tried everything like to try to not record this, but eventually I had to record the whole episode over again.
Yeah.
So that back to school episode was a re-recording, and we both could tell like the energy was not the same as the
really?
first. Yeah, it was not.
Do you script it out too? I'm guessing. Bullet points. Just
Do you
freestyle.
wanna
Let's
know?
go.
Well, honestly, like the honest truth, I go upstairs, and I should because it will shorten my time. But I go upstairs and I research, and I talk, and I research, and I talk.
I'm okay with that though because I feel like I don't want you to be scripted.
Yeah.
I feel like when you speak, I'm like, okay, he's talking to me. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it.
Oh.
But oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So now that you use it,
it is so much easier.
I was gonna say
because I used to literally take the camera and move to different places
I
of the
remember.
house for different
you were in
shots.
the kitchen, you were in the backyard.
Yes,
You
for
had 2
different
shots in the backyard.
Yes, exactly. But now it's so much easier.
Yeah,
It is.
it looks good.
is.
It's probably easier on the audio too.
Yeah,
Maybe
and I got
control a little bit more.
and I have the microphone.
I noticed that really fast.
Now, but I'm still trying to work out the microphone thing is I can't adjust the volume.
Mm.
So especially when I'm singing, it gets really loud, and so I still gotta. So what I've started doing is pre-recording the songs,
Okay.
and then
Is that what you're doing on your IG post recently? Or is that some voice work?
no, that's voice work
That's
I'm
pretty
doing
cool.
for for the puppet show. So this guy, his name is Mr. Leo. He has a puppet show. He does puppet show and entertainment in the Fort Bend area.
Okay.
We connected when I was in college, so like 2016, 2015 time frame. He my theater professor at the time, he asked her if he have any students that, and so she recommended me,
Oh, nice.
and I voice recorded his first puppet show,
Oh, wow.
and so from then we've had that connection, but not recently. This was just last week. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, whatever it was. So he reached out to me, and he's like, he has this guy that has a game show, a kids game.
Is that what
show
that was?
company that he's creating,
That's cool.
and the guy wants to make a puppet version of the game show so that to promote it or whatever, or put it on wherever. So Mr. Leo created a puppet show based on the characters from the board game show, and so he needed voices to
That's very
for
cool.
the puppets, and so that's what I did. Yeah, I love it. I just love, and I talk about it like a lot. I used to get teased a lot for my voice. A lot.
I think it's one of the coolest things.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot. I used to get teased.
Kids can be cruel.
So I was from my elementary up until about 7th grade, I was a mute. I did not speak.
Because you were embarrassed
Because
with the
I
voice?
was other things. But I was bullied a lot in elementary school and middle up until 7th grade.
Yeah.
And so my way of to not get bullied was to disappear.
Yeah.
So I disappeared. Because my voice wasn't masculine enough and all of that stuff. So I said, if I did not speak, if nobody heard me speak,
Yeah.
or see my gestures or any of that stuff, if I just disappeared in the room, I would not get bullied. And it kind of worked, but it affected me. That also would affect me.
Yeah.
So for about 3-4 years, I really hardly spoke at
That's
all.
crazy. Because those are key years on socializing development and all that too, right?
Yeah. And but now I use it to my advantage. Now.
I love that. I love that.
So, yeah.
What up, grown people? If you enjoyed that clip, feel free to watch the full episode by clicking right here. Or you can watch another one by clicking over here. Your choice. But if you did enjoy it, please hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and all of the things because it really does help this channel grow. Until next time, peace. Now, where's my son? Okay.